Hello dear children, welcome to the new session of biology. Today we will start with a new chapter, the fundamental unit of life. Fundamental means basic. So, what is the fundamental unit of life? It is cells. Now, you have learned from the lower classes that our body is made up of cells. In 3rd standard, I think I had taught you before that cells make up the tissues. The tissues, they combine together to form organs. Organs combine to form the organ system, and the organ systems function together to make our human body. Likewise, in all organisms, the cells work. So, we know that the organisms are made up of cells. Now, what are cells? Cells are the basic building units of living organisms. Small structures that are visible under a microscope. So, we cannot see the cells. They can be seen under a microscope. Now, you have learned about the basic structure of the microscope. But I want you to draw it again and label it, because in 9th standard we will be performing many experiments, and while you are performing the experiments you must know how does a microscope work. I will also send you a picture of microscope where you can draw it and label it properly to understand its functions. Now, when we talk about cells, actually the cells were first discovered by a scientist called Robert Hooke. He found it in the year 1665. Now, when he observed a cork, what is a cork? It is a substance that is found in the bark of a tree, and it resembles a honeycomb. So, when he found it, when he observed it well and tried to find its contents, then he discovered the cells. Actually, afterwards, Leeuwenhoek also worked after it in 1674, and he found the living cells, the free living cells in pond water. So, actually, Leeuwenhoek found it in the live organisms. Now, when we talk about the structure of cells, as we say that cells are found everywhere. So, when we see the cells in an onion peel, there is an experiment. Actually, I cannot perform the experiment here. When I will take you to the lab, I will show you how it works. But right now, I have some things that I can show you. What you have to do is, you have to take an onion, cut it, and from it, you have to take out a piece. Now, when you mount it on the slide and cover it with a cover slip, and when you observe it under the microscope, then you will find under the microscope these structure of cell. So, when you observe the onion cells under the microscope, you can find the cell structures like this. Now, when you see here the structure of cell, the cells are very well organized, and you will find that they are of the same kind. Now, it's not with all the organisms. There are some organisms which have cells of different kind and different structures. On the basis of that, we can classify the cells into two types. Cells can be unicellular. When we talk about this word unicellular, uni means single, and the cells which are made up of a single cell, or the single cell constitutes the whole organism, then it is termed as a unicellular organisms, as we can see it in the structure of amoeba, bacteria, chlamydomonas and paramecium. There are other kinds of cells which are known as multicellular cells. Now, multicellular organisms are made up of different kinds of cells. Means many cells combine together and function together in order to form the different types of cells. You can find such kinds of cells in organisms like fungi, plants and animals. So, When we talk about fungi, plants and animals, they are multicellular organisms. Now, we are also social animals and so we are considered as multicellular organisms. Now, when we want to find out our cells or we want to see our cells under the microscope, then we can scrap cells from the cheek, and then when we mount it on the slide, we can see our cheek cells, and when we see it under the microscope, we will be able to observe the cells under the microscope. Now, as I said that cells, they do not get produced from any organism. They are produced from their own kind. So, the basic theory behind it is cells divide to produce cells of their own kind. So, cells come from pre-existing cells. What is the meaning of pre-existing? It means they exist already. And from that cells, when those cells divide, they form another types of cells or the same kind of cells from the pre-existing cells. Now, when we talk about cells, these cells, they work together, they function together, and they work in order to make different functions or to perform basic functions in the human body. When we talk about a human body is made up of different kinds of cells. Now, when we talk about the human body, cells perform different functions. When we talk about our human body, we have different kinds of cells. For example, our smooth muscle cells, which work in order to work for the muscles. We have our blood cells, and there are different types of cells in the bone too. With this we end the definition of cell, or with this we end with the topic only. What is the definition of the cell and what is the structure of cell? What are the functions of the cells? So, we can say on the basis of this that the cell is a structural and functional unit of life. I'll talk about the other topic in the next video.